There you go.
Hello, you must be the prettier of the two girls Detective Mangus called about.
That's debatable. I'm Amy.
I just watched them, I promise.
Sorry, can't be too sure these days. You don't exactly have all the employees must wash hand signs like at McDonald's or something.
Well, with the grade of meat they use, you'd probably be better off eating here. Human can be nutritious.
I'm not going to ask you how you know that.
Just researched into the project of cannibalism. There were some rumors that the Indians here did it a couple of 100 years ago.
Speaking of which, you were the mortician who examined Kyle Hennigan?
Yes, I was.
So what can you tell me about him that no one else would know?
Well, the police know. Some of them do.
Why do they hide it from everyone?
They wanted to protect the celebrity, is all I know about it. I just do what I'm told. They wanted a brief autopsy, didn't want my opinions or even my observations. That was that.
And your observations were what?
Well, he did die of a massive myocardial infarction. That much was accurate. But he also had about 34 lacerations on his body, some bigger than others. A couple were deep, one close to 2.5 inches.
Sheesh. Well, he must have gotten scraped up falling down that hill.
Wasn't the hill, I'm afraid. Like I said, they didn't want my opinions, observations. They told me he had some injuries from the fall. Wasn't the fall.
How do you know that?
You fall down a hill, you might hit some thorns, you might hit some rocks, jagged edges here and there. Might. But there would be some tearing, and it would be evident. I've had kids in here who fell into bushes or even down hills. They looked nastier than these medical terms.
Right.
There were cuts. These were cuts. Not sure from what, but not a hill. And at the time, even I knew they weren't as fresh as him getting there. Some were, but most were old. Same types, though, all over his body.
So, do you think someone was involved in his death?
I don't know. Maybe he was into some crazy, dangerous things. I can't really tell you with what I have. I just can tell you he had some serious trauma occurring before he died. And it wasn't caused by a fall down a hill. A little tumble. Excuse me one moment.
Sure.
She's holding up well physically. The surgery was successful, and we managed to remove the bullet without any further complications.
So she is going to make it.
Yeah, but I don't think she's ready to talk yet. And anything you get from her now won't make sense.
Understand. We are going to need that statement soon then.
And there's going to be a nice little cell waiting for her when she's healed up. She won't escape this time.
I won't make it to any cell.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, she's convinced that something's coming for her. She hasn't said anything else in the last 3 days.
Something strange happened to her friend.
Like what?
You don't want to know, trust me.
Listen, I'm going to call the department and have them send a couple of suits to wait outside her room for the next few days, just to be safe.
Something going on I should be made aware of?
I don't know.